What's up, everyone? I'm here with Kai, who is an amazing and really unique individual, running a coaching business and selling everything without sales calls, closing deals via chat. And the craziest story about Kai, just to give you an explanation of who is this guy. He is the first ever person on this planet that I heard say that he closed deals while playing World of Warcraft. So he's an amazing individual. He has an awesome system. Today we're going to be talking about this system, his unique approach to building his personal brand, and how he's signing multiple clients per day while having less than 2,000 followers across multiple platforms. Kai, welcome. Thanks for hosting this call with me.
Yeah, honored to be here. Thanks for having me.
Amazing, amazing. Do you want to give people a quick introduction? Because I I gave them an insight, but do you want to introduce yourself so they know exactly what you do?
Yeah, so I've been in the online space for about 4 years. Most recently built my consultancy after burning down my agency at the back end of last year. And I was dealing with a big high churn and burn model, and it wasn't really sustainable. And I felt myself really chained to my desk, 20 hours a day, working with a team. It was getting a bit too much.
Yeah.
We got it to good numbers, and then I was like, there must be an easier way. I'm really good at selling by SMS and getting clients in the DMs. So I was like, why don't I just do that? Why don't I just sell without sales calls? Really eliminate that time, and I could just spend more time doing the things I love, which is hanging with my family, lifting weights, playing video games, traveling, that kind of stuff. And with the agency model, it doesn't really allow you to do that. So
yeah.
I was like, the consultancy way / the coaching way, I've got a lot of XP, signing clients, operations, stuff like that. So I was like, why don't I just package up all my skills and build it into a consulting model?
Amazing.
And that's where Based Consulting was born.
Yeah, I love that. And as I read on your Twitter, you recently crossed 6 figures in sales, right?
Correct.
With this offer. Okay,
yeah,
amazing.
We started Based Consulting March 31st, 2024, and we just crossed 105K cash collected.
Congrats.
2 days ago.
Okay, amazing, amazing. We're going to be talking about that, and I'll also love to talk to you about the structure of your business in a bit. But can you just tell people this story about you closing the deal while playing World of Warcraft? I think it's the best place to start because it really shows your unique approach. So I really want to hear that again.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I didn't really expect it to happen. I predominantly sell on X. It's one of my favorite platforms to work on, just because the audience there are a little bit more open-minded. And yeah, it was awesome. I mean, I connected with a client in the DMs, we got chatting. We weren't working together at this stage. We were just kind of getting to know each other a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he's a bigger creator, or bigger. He's got more followers, makes more money than me. Anyway, the thing that attracted him to me was that I had something he didn't have, which was how to sign clients in the DMs and other more sophisticated practices inside my consulting company. Anyway, he was interested in that, so we kind of started talking about video games. It randomly occurred, and I was like, what do you play? He was like, oh, I play World of Warcraft. Great, so do I. Been playing it on and off for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And we started hanging out on Discord. It wasn't until probably an hour into the Discord, he was just asking me so many questions about what I do and stuff like that. He was really interested in my story and what I've achieved. I literally just turned it on him. I was like, do you want me to just send you the payment link, Telegram, and just we'll do this now, kind of thing. And he joined. It was actually really funny.
Yeah.
So that was a really cool experience. I never expected myself to be closing someone just playing video games. I guess it kind of beats the whole stigma of people that play video games are just lazy. They don't make any money.
Right.
So it was interesting to say the least. It was a fun experience.
Man, I love that because basically there's two parts, two big topics to it. First of all, your content started to change once you realized that most of your clients are playing video games, or if they don't, they consider it as something that they would love to do, but because of their status, they kind of can't afford to do that, but they still love it, or loved it when they were younger. So your content started shifting a lot once we realized that. But then also what I wanted to mention and what I really loved about your system is that your middle funnel, your DM conversations and how you talk to your prospects is different from everything else that I see on the market. Because what people typically kind of like try to do, they try to script it as much as possible. They try to use all of this like, you know, frameworks, like setting frameworks, sending all of this like Google Docs, trying to close those deals. But then they just sound robotic and they sound like everyone else in the market. When we were reviewing your sales conversations, it's just like you talking to a friend. You were just like, dude, like, this is what I have, this is what you need. Do you see how it kind of like all comes into play? Let's just do it. Here's the payment link, you know? So you are talking to your prospects like your friends. And you, like, that's, I think, how you're signing so many, like, so many deals in a row. I remember the moment you said that we had a chat on like Wednesday, and you were like, dude, we already signed like 6 clients this week. And I was like, what? I mean, some people are gaining less followers than you get clients, right? Can you walk me through that? Like, what was your kind of like your best week in terms of signing clients, and what was the experience like since you kind of like launched this this campaign with it?
Yeah, I mean, I think we believe we signed 6 clients that week.
Yeah.
There was nothing really extra I did. It's kind of like a lazy way of scaling. I take a lazy approach to scaling. Like, I'm not chained to my desk 24 hours like I was before.
Yeah.
And I think that extra freedom it reduces the amount of stress, and it makes it fun, and it kind of gamifies the experience.
Yep.
So I see it as a game. Like, you know, you grind in-game for a special item or gold or amount or status or rating. And it's the same it's the same IRL in real life, right? In the game. Like, how many people can I get interested? How many docs can I send out today? You know, if I set myself a target, I want to sign 1 client per day. We did that as well. We did like 6 days in a row. That was practically, you know, 7 days of the week. You know, we just missed that one. So we signed a client a day pretty much, which was really fun. And the funny thing is, just going back to the client I signed through through Warcraft, I call them marquee clients. So marquee clients, they're like the biggest creators or biggest like people in your niche or industry. Yep. And you can just take that stuff from them. So for example, you get them to retweet or repost that they're working with you, and suddenly, poof, everybody wants to work with you.
Yeah, so it just blows up.
Like, just make stuff easier for yourself. Don't, like, if someone said good stuff about you or is working with you and they're a higher level than you and they're respected and they've got high status, just leverage that and show that in the DMs. Say like, you know what, by the way, I didn't know if you knew, but Francis and Charlie, I see you both follow them, or whoever it is. Like, I'm working with them. Do you know what I mean? They're getting X result, but you have to get them results as well. Like, you have to get them quick wins.
Right.
So these people they're just easy to leverage.
Yeah, man. First of all, I mean, I saw your client results, and this is incredible how many of your clients get the ROI in their first like 1 or 2 weeks like after working with you. But I like what you said, and I call it the getting in this like in these rooms, because imagine you're talking to these people in person, like to all of them. When someone says great things about you, everyone else around them, they kind of hear it, right? And they want to network with you right away. So if you're in a room where you have like...
One sec, brother. I'm literally just need to sign up a client.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to turn on the screen share and show the process?
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, we'll pause for this. No worries.
Let's go, boys. All right. This is what we like.
This is how we do it. Yeah, I love it.
Let me just, so let me just give you an idea. This is it. Like, it's very straightforward. What's up, Kai here? Thanks for the engagement. What are you working on? Stuff, right? Stuff. Like, he's building courses and coaches and stuff for coaching and courses. How's the funnel stuff going? Not kicking off as expected. Okay, we kind of got some pain to work with here, right? So he's obviously hit me with something that's not working. Great. I've got a bit more of an idea of what you're doing. The X thing is a side hustle for me. He's got a 9 to 5. He's already a consultant, which is good. I can talk to these people.
Yep.
Feel free to drop me more details and I'll see if it makes sense. And I just keep it very brief. I try and keep it very short. My goal is to get them to give me at least like a paragraph or 2.
Yeah.
And that gamifies it for me as well. This keeps it fun. I feel like I'm a hunter, you know, like I'm stalking my prey a little bit, and I'm trying to get them to expose their position as best I can.
Yeah. And also, I like how you know, how high status are your messages. It's not you trying to chase them. It's like, dude, if you want, you can drop me details and I'll like see if it even makes sense for us to chat further. I love that.
Exactly. I picked that up a little bit from you because I love the way that you speak to people, and it's just like very straightforward and blunt.
Yep.
And I love that. I think it helps me perform better. Like, you get a better response from people.
Yes. Nobody wants to pay a needy person. When you're showing in DMs that you really need them, it's like it's a very bad frame to be it.
Precisely, yeah.
Yep.
And you know, what holds me back is this. He's like telling me exactly like what I need to do. So it's really fun.
Yep.
Anyway, can send you a quick doc, get you started today. You know, got one seat left, got a few minutes. Not right now, maybe tomorrow. I was like, it's not a call. I don't take calls for my low ticket offers. I send you the doc, you buy or not. Right?
Yeah, and you even call a high ticket offer a low ticket one. I love that.
Yeah, it is.
Because
like,
for a lot of people, this is a high ticket, right? But you're just like, this is the least I can do for you.
Precisely, and it actually is the community model that I have. The workshop is probably the low, and the community model is like mid, I guess, but it's still considered low.
Yep.
High ticket for me is like 10K plus, right?
Yep.
So anyway, sent him the all my client results and testimonials, private invitation to the community. Not ready for this, mate, but appreciate your taking the time. I was like, broke?
Shit, man, it hits hard, huh?
Yeah. NDA and 3 months leave notice. Need to understand what I can do. I was like, you only need 2 to 3 hours per day on this. Why does an NDA and leave notice stop you? Just reading the policy to the company now. Seems I need all this stuff, like some red tape, okay? I was like, I wouldn't worry. You can also say you're making money from your personal brand. I have ex-Deloitte consultants in the program. They have a similar agreement, but still working with me. Now that's sorted, let's do this. Like, I solve all your problems for you. Like, I'm the plug. You know, I got this. Fuck it, let's do it. I'm in. Cool.
Yeah.
So I just need to pay this now.
Yeah, amazing. Send them a payment link. Hopefully by the end of this interview, we get a payment done. But dude, this is
catch a flight.
this is amazing, and this really shows people that, I mean, there is no way you can script this stuff. You basically just take what they say, you throw it back at them, solving their problems on a go, and then you just like, you consider a conversation closed and a client signed even before you start chatting with them, because you know how good your actual stuff is, and you're like, dude, you have to be inside of this program, you have to do this and that. And then it's only like figuring out this like couple of things, couple of objections here and there. So there's no structure for this chat. You just do what is required to sign a client, and this is how you sign a client a day for almost a week. Obviously, like missing Sundays, but whatever.
It took me a long time to get to this stage. I think, you know, it's. I get asked this all the time in my community. Like, how do you sign like this in the DMs?
Yeah.
I was like, well, just check the conversation that you and I had when you got here, but before that got you here, and just like dissect it and break it down, and that's the masterclass in how to do it.
Yep.
In my opinion. So you've got the proof already there. Like, you've got the best asset you could possibly have, because your offer is already good, your stuff is already good, because I only work with people that are already performing. Now you just need this bit. Sometimes people just need a thing or two, but I think this is really unique.
I love that. And while you mentioned that a lot of people are asking you how you got there, can you walk me through what was the journey like for you? Like, was it as easy as now for you at the very beginning when you just started selling this brand new offer? You were new to kind of like consultancy world. Was it something that naturally happened, or you had to develop your mind in a way that you can talk to prospects like that?
Sorry, buddy. Repeat the question.
I was just asking if it is something that naturally happened to you at the very beginning when you just started your consultancy, or is it something that you needed to develop somehow, and if so, how you did it?
It was a developed thing, because I'm very introverted and I'm very shy. It may not come across that way, but there was a time I was like that, and I was also very insecure. So I was always cared about what people thought about me, and that really hindered my potential to grow and do this stuff. and talk to other human beings, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I realized that most people are like, actually, they also go through the same stuff, right? And sometimes they need like a big brother approach when it comes to things. And that's what I like to take on board. I'm a little bit older as well. I'm like in my 30s. I can't even remember how old these days. But, I think that big brother approach, or that like papa approach, really comes into play here, because I've done stuff. I'm not the most experienced by any means, but at the end of the day, I think my time in the recruitment space was also very helpful. Before doing stuff online 4 years ago, I quit my job in the recruitment space, which I was doing that for like 3 years. So you really learn how to talk, because you're blasting like 300 plus cold calls per day. You're coming up with all these like pitches and all this kind of stuff. So you really have to think on your feet, and it does feel like you have an answer for everything. So I think that kind of translates and carries over into what I'm doing now. I feel it feels very natural now. It feels very comfortable, like I'm in my lane with everything. So yeah, it's I think all the skills I've learned over the last 10 years of being in sales and recruitment has really helped me in this role. Not necessarily you need that though. You can learn this stuff, but it takes time.
Yeah, for sure. And I remember how we started working together. And this is like a general tip for everyone who is listening now, who is signing deals in DMs or trying to book calls and stuff. I remember my appointment setter sending a screenshot of a conversation with you, saying like, Tim, I don't know what to do with this guy. He asks like too many like very kind of like questions that I don't know how to answer. And I'm like, okay, let me handle that. I just sent you a couple of voice notes. We had a chat. I think I spent like 30 minutes in a cafe shop just like talking to you in this voice notes, basically saying that, dude, we're not here like any other coaches. We're not just giving you the just like course models and then group calls and etc. You will literally have this big brother just on your side, on your team, working with you. So what was your experience like? Why did you even decide to like work with me in the first place?
I think it was the premium quality of everything you were putting out, and the attention to detail, and the amount you give to your guys, like, you know, in the program. I've been in a lot of programs. At the end of the day, I just want to do cool shit with cool people, people that I resonate with. And also it was a lot to do with the aesthetic and brand and stuff you were building for yourself, because not a lot of consultants or people doing, a lot of people doing something similar to us, right? And I want to work with people that have a bit of class and a bit of the aesthetic about them, especially when it comes to their personal brand and just their lifestyle in general. So that was also really important for me. Like for example, the painting in the background and the you know the investment back into yourself when it comes to how you present yourself online. Not anyone's really doing that brand strategy stuff. So I think to me that was one of also the factors, but also the way we just spoke in the DMs. You just told me how it was, very real, straightforward and transparent, and yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you need this personal approach, and if you can make your appointment setter, or like even fire one and just start taking all of this like DM seriously yourself, just adding a little bit more personal approach helps a lot. All of these voice notes, all of these videos, screenshots that you can send yourself, it's not something you can script. You have to feel the game. And Kai, till this day, is chatting to all of his prospects himself, as I remember, and you're just doing it for fun. You treat it as a game. Now every single objection is just like, you know, an obstacle in the game. You have to somehow like find a way to overcome it, and then on the other side there's money, there's client side. So this is truly amazing, brother.
You definitely need leverage though. I wouldn't say that you can just like walk in to the space and just like do this stuff. Now, again, you probably could if you had enough belief in yourself and like, you know, competence and confidence about it. But without leverage, without probably spending time in the agency space, working with like big firms, getting clients in front of like Ubisoft and billion-dollar companies and Fox and Binance and all these big firms, talking to these guys at a level requires a certain competence and confidence, right? So that now translates into my guys. Now I help a lot of people, because what we're finding is not a lot of people want to work with. We're kind of breaking out of that helping coaches like bubble, right? Or the creators helping creators bubble. I'm working with premium consultants that want to consult with other big firms at a top level. So, for
Yep.
example, inside the program, we have like ex-Deloitte, ex-KPMG, ex-Coca-Cola, professionals, execs, some creators as well. Like, it's not really limited. But again, it seems like I'm one of the only ones that's actually actively out there with a consultancy or coaching program, doing it at a level, on a corporate level. So that's really interesting to me. And we're
Yes.
seeing good results from across the board. But I think my previous agency experience, like, you can't just walk in and do this. Like, it's not easy. I'll admit.
Yeah, for sure. Like you need all of this like prior experience. You can't be just like a coach who's coaching coaches because you figured out some like marketing tactics that allows you to like find all of these clients. That's for
It's not
sure.
sustainable.
Yeah, this is not sustainable. And the biggest thing that I see, like the differentiator, like the factor that kind of like helps you achieve all of those results that you were able to achieve,
Yeah.
I think it's your uniqueness in every single aspect. Like you're basically following the system, right? You're posting content, you're sending DMs, you're closing with Google Docs. But then every piece of this system, you basically put so much effort into making it unique. So right now, you're using the same framework, but it's completely different from everything else that I've seen in the market. Even like just you tweeting about World of Warcraft, or I remember another story from you when you just screenshotted a conversation with a prospect, you screenshotted an objection, you posted a tweet about it, and that's how you closed the deal, right? The guy just reached out to you on DM saying like, dude, you just like literally posted our conversation. And you were like, so what, right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah, that was funny. I think,
yeah.
And he was like, I'm in. Like,
Yes.
you have to, there's a really, I mean, I'm a big fan of like, you know, the 80s action heroes. I'm not born in the 80s, but that era was really
Yeah.
cool. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, like all these guys. And, you know, during that time, I think culture was different, and I kind of carry that mentality. Like, for example, there's a really cool video of Arnie. He's like smoking his cigar or stogie. He's taking the piss, but he's like, I can smoke my cigar anywhere because I'm ballsy, you know?
Yes.
That just kind of stick with me. And he also quotes that you have to be useful and valuable to people. So
Yeah.
if I can, you just channel my inner Arnie when I'm speaking to people. Do you think if you're having a combo of Arnie, he'll take all these excuses?
No, for
he's
sure,
gonna,
no.
like, pitch,
Yeah.
do more reps, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
You
so
have
that's
to
kind
be
of-
bold.
yeah,
Yeah.
you have to be ballsy. You have to be just like, be completely different than everyone else and be unique.
Yeah.
What was really funny was World of Warcraft not only has given me so much experience in terms of having lifelong friends and connecting with now clients through the game, which I never anticipated, because obviously you spend so much money subscribing to the game and playing it, your time, your energy. I skipped school for that, you know, back in the day,
Yes,
like
for
months
sure.
of school. I'm not talking days, I'm talking like 6 months of school, bro. Now it's paying me back. Like, you know, it's paying me back. Crazy. And not only with bigger people and you know, people that make more, but also recently connected with a guy who makes millions per year and is in the more so in the private aviation brokerage space through World of Warcraft and through one
Yes.
of my streams, because now I stream World of Warcraft on X. It's games and beers, and we just talk shit.
Another
So
level.
that was awesome, and we connected, and yeah, he's UK based as well, but it was interesting. Fascinated, and I'm not sure if you have seen the series Lost on Netflix, but
I think I
Lost
did,
is-
yeah.
Yeah, Lost is an old series. I won't talk too much about it, but basically the entire concept of Lost, no spoilers, but it's about an experiment on an island, right?
Yep.
And that's how I kind of see my business, all a social experiment, and I'm the guinea pig. I'm just testing new stuff.
Amazing. I love that. I love that. And what I wanted to say about high level people, because you said that you work with pretty high level like consultants, right? Working in all of these big companies. I recently heard this quote in some podcast. I don't remember who said it, but basically he said that only broke people care about money. So if all of your marketing is only about like how you can make them more money, all like everyone you are going to attract is going to be broke, or at least at this like 5-10K months level.
Yeah.
Rich people, they don't care about money, they already have it figured out, right?
Yeah.
When I'm in rooms with like 7-figure entrepreneurs, like agencies and everything, like some and all of that, like the only things they care about is like cars, girls, like hobbies, playing golf, playing I don't know, like paddle. I recently played like paddle with a couple of guys, right? I haven't heard anything about business. I haven't heard any like marketing tactic or quick way of, you know, just increasing conversions. They don't care about it. They already have it figured out. So it's very important in your content to talk about something that they have in their minds, but not connected to their business directly. In your case, World of Warcraft, supporting your family, hanging out, living this like freedom lifestyle, etc. In my case, I found that like cars work really great, and people just relate to it. They're like, I'm a car guy as well. Like let's connect, let's hang out, let's do whatever. I probably got 10 messages yesterday about me going to Dubai today. They're like, let's meet, let's hop on a let's just talk. Have a cup of coffee, whatever. So this is very fun how you connect with people on a personal level before you establish this business relationships. So this is very important. Dude, I wanted to ask you like a personal question, because we worked for like a month or so, something like this. Yeah. How was your experience like being inside of the program and having me like not inside of your business, but on your team, basically like helping you out with all of this stuff? How was it?
So the way I see the approach of working with another individual and trusting them with the insights and how I run my business and what I do inside my business and just my life in general, I see myself as like stacking like trusted advisors. Someone that is a little bit ahead of you or has done the things that you want to achieve, and paying for their time or paying to be exposed to them in another way. Now,
yeah.
I know and understand and respect those people, especially yourself. I respect their time, and I'm happy to pay to be in the same room as those people, like yourself. And that's very important for me, because now I get all the insights, I get what's working, what's not working at a high level, and this enables me to apply some tactics and strategies to my own business and thinking to my own business that may have taken me a little bit longer to crack.
Yes.
Right? So working with you is like a time machine. I can step into it and I can go anywhere I want. I can go to the past and figure out what worked there and what didn't work because you've experienced it, and I can go to the future because you're already there.
Yes.
So that's what's really important to me. And it also keeps me grounded because we can have the non-bullshit conversations that are very straightforward, and we can remove all emotion from the business and take logical execution.
Yes.
I think that for me is the most important. So,
and we can also
is returns so much more, you know. So
yeah, and we can also just laugh at something together, or just enjoying the time. Yeah, this is probably the biggest part, because if you just talk business, like at some point it becomes boring. But if you build it into something more personal, into something more meaningful, that's where the real money are made. That's awesome. Do you want to share some more insights with people? Something else cool, like something even more cool happened recently?
Bro, there's so many things. Like, where do we start?
Ah, okay, yeah.
Signing client live on the stream. You know what I mean?
This is probably like, this is going to be a highlight. We need to like, I'll make another like YouTube video just out of that. This was incredible, man.
I signed people playing a game I used to skip school for. I had no prospects. It's actually crazy. People think, oh, you're going to be lazy and you're going to be broke playing World of Warcraft. You're going to be doing this.
I love that. This is, I mean, you have to like put it like do it on another level next time. You have to like as we spoke last time, like you have to sell places in your team, just like selling the spots just to be able to play with you and talk business. You did?
Yeah, kind of. I play with like I play with like ranked players, like very high rated players, like nine in the world, top 9 in the world, top 10 in the world, or in the EU at least. And I just hit one of my friends up yesterday who's like number 9 in the whole EU, Europe, and was like, hey man, we need a healer for our 3v3 team. Do you want to come hang? And he was like, yeah. It's just, you know, but I didn't sell him the spot because obviously he's a friend, but you know, once people start seeing me stream and the other people on X or whoever see my stream, they're going to be like, wait, he's playing with some of the best players in the world. Like, I want to get involved with that. And then we can probably start doing like some group stuff together for sure. My goal is to sign at least another person through World of Warcraft. I almost had one the other day, but he was working with someone else. He was working with another coach. Unfortunate, but obviously I asked him the usual things like, you know, are you enjoying your time there? Is there anything like you wish could be done better? Like kind of bring him over to the dark side, you know, to the based side.
Yeah, I mean, these kind of conversations typically end up. These kind of clients end up signing in a couple of weeks or months, at least for me. They always come back because coaching is not something that you can get enough of, right? You need to coach all of the time. So once their membership ends in another program, they will just come back because they remember how cool it was to just play and hang out with you.
I was a strength and conditioning coach for a number of years. And I have a PT. I have a coach who trains me, my diet, my nutrition, my training, everything.
Yeah.
Because I need to outsource that part of my brain. I don't want to think about that stuff. I've got a business to build.
Yeah, exactly the same. Dude, it was amazing conversation, like usual. But this time we're recording it, so we'll see how people respond. Guys, if you love this kind of conversations, I'm looking to do more of those. So drop something in the comments just so I know that you really enjoyed it, and we'll do more of those. Plus, I'll link you down below. Kai, I'll put your Instagram and Twitter in the description of this video. So go follow him. He is amazing. I highly recommend you to study his content and really dissect it, because it's not only about messaging, like business messaging pillars. It's about his personal life. It's about World of Warcraft. And look how everything comes into play. And this is exactly how he signs a client today from a pretty like small following. So, Kai, I appreciate you coming. That was incredible.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Yeah. Guys, see you in the next one. Alright guys, that's a wrap. Thank you for watching this interview. And now, for those of you who actually watched it till the end, I have a huge bonus. As you see, I'm in Dubai. I'm here networking with 6- and 7-figure infopreneurs from all over the world, and for the next couple of days I'll be sharing my daily insights on my close friend stories. Under this video you'll find a form, fill this form and I'll add you to my close friends, where I'm sharing daily insights from 7-figure rooms.